I discovered that Pikachu hits way harder than Mega Raichu Y, and it's not even close. But when you look at their base stats, that makes zero sense. So let me explain. Mega Raichu Y has an insane base 160 special attack, which is one of the highest in Pokemon Champions right now. On top of that, he gets the ability No Guard. This means that he can take full advantage of one of the strongest electric-type moves called Zap Cannon. Usually having only a 50% accuracy, but a base power of 150, most Pokemon would not run this move. However, because of his ability, this is Raichu Y's strongest move, and it gets completely blown out of the water by Pikachu. Only having a base 50 special attack stat, Pikachu can use a 70 base power move called Rising Voltage to do way more damage than Mega Raichu Y. If you're wondering how this makes sense, it really shouldn't. But with only 3 variables, Pikachu has one of the strongest attacks in the entire game right now. These variables are the Light Ball, his ability Lightning Rod, and the Electric Terrain. The Light Ball is an item made specifically for Pikachu, which doubles both his attack and special attack stats, respectively from 55 to 110 and 50 to 100. Remember his special attack stat being 100 because that will come up soon. His ability Lightning Rod redirects any and all single target electric type moves to Pikachu. He is immune to electric type attacks, and he gets a +1 to his special attack stat every time. And the Electric Terrain gives any grounded Pokemon a 30% boost to their electric type attacks, immunity to sleep, and it also doubles the power of Rising Voltage specifically. Recently, Mega Raichu X has been gaining popularity as a special attacker. Since he gets both the ability Electric Surge and the move Rising Voltage, this on average allows him to do 1% more than Mega Raichu Y with Zap Cannon. This is mainly because his special attack stat is only a 90 compared to Mega Raichu Y's, which is 160. Remember what I said earlier about Pikachu's special attack? I ran a damage calc between all 3, Mega Raichu Y, Mega Raichu X, and Pikachu against Mega Eternal Floette, especially bulky Pokemon. And while both Mega Raichu X and Mega Raichu Y's strongest attacks do right at the same, if you look at Pikachu's here, he does a minimum of 15% more than their highest high roll against Mega Floette. And this is just the beginning. Pairing up Pikachu and Mega Raichu X allows them to do one more thing that neither Raichus could do on their own. Because of Pikachu's ability, Mega Raichu X is the best support Pokemon possible for Pikachu, both because of his ability Electric Surge and because he gets the move Discharge. Since it's not a single target attack, Pikachu gets to absorb the attack that would have hit him, and the other opponents still get hit with both attacks. He can apply a massive amount of pressure to the other side of the field while boosting Pikachu's special attack stat. Once I realized Pikachu's potential here, I knew I had to challenge myself to get the Master Ball with him. But there are 2 slight problems that make it extremely difficult to do. The first problem being Pikachu is incredibly frail. With a disastrous base 35 HP stat, base 40 defense stat, and base 50 special defense stat, you'd think the weakest moves from any Pokemon would be able to take him out. And you would be correct if we were playing him like anyone else normally would. On top of that, he only has a base 90 speed stat. While all things considered, that's not too terrible, but in the current meta, it is just not fast enough for the fast teams, and it's not slow enough for the Trick Room teams either. But by investing in HP instead of speed, we can actually solve both of these problems at once. This is just enough defensive investment to allow Pikachu to live a surprising number of attacks. For example, I've had Pikachu actually live Focus Blast from Mega Raichu Y multiple times. I would have never expected that from Pikachu before I tried this challenge. By not investing in speed, we can actually center this whole team strategy around a 2-tiered speed control system at a middling speed bracket. So now I'm gonna go over the full team that allows Pikachu to shine like the protagonist he is. If you've been enjoying this video so far, it would mean the world to me if you'd consider subscribing. Only having 191 subscribers right now, I can't really make these videos as fast or as detailed as I'd like because I still have a full-time job. But I can't wait to make a lot more Pokemon content, both around Pokemon Champions, Nuzlocke, and challenges, and who knows whatever else. So any support you like to show, whether it's subscribing, liking the video, or even just leaving a comment, I'd greatly appreciate it. Thank you. First, we have Pikachu, of course, with a max HP and special attack, with a quiet nature and the Light Ball. This team is running both Tailwind and Trick Room. Tailwind doubles the speed of the Pokemon on your side of the field for a few turns, while Trick Room inverses the turn order based on speed for about 5 turns. By choosing correctly between the two, this means that you can get Pikachu to move ahead of most of your other opponent's Pokemon most of the time. His moveset is Protect, Surf, Grass Knot, and Rising Voltage. I found that Pikachu has a few Pokemon that it tends to struggle against. one of those being Mega Swampert, which Grass Knot allows you to just one-shot it every single time. Another one of those Pokemon is Mega Camerupt in Trick Room, which was the addition for Surf. Next up is Mega Raichu X with pretty much the same stat spread as Pikachu. While Raichu X is pretty fast with a base 110 speed, he's just not fast enough in my opinion to really invest in speed. In my opinion, I think it's much better to invest in HP for him specifically, since his Mega Evolution gets quite a bit of bulk in its defenses with 95 and 95 in each stat. His moveset is Protect, Alluring Voice, Discharge, and Rising Voltage. Having fairy coverage for dragon types, especially Garchomp, is really useful in my opinion, though you could consider using him as a mixed attacker since he does have a naturally high attack stat. And while pairing Pikachu with Mega Raichu X is fantastic, having Rising Voltage allows for Mega Raichu X to do a lot of damage on his own without Pikachu there. Just in case for whatever reason, I don't know, Pikachu goes down, it's not like he's very frail or anything. The third Pokemon on the team is Farigiraf. If I'm being completely honest here, I hate this Pokemon, which is exactly why I decided to put it on the team. His ability Armor Tail stops all priority moves, which when you have a team that heavily relies on speed control, it's very important to have something like this. I gave it a bulky build with max HP and heavily invested in both defense and special defense, so that way it can live just about any turn 1 without any kind of help with the Citrus Berry. His moveset is Protect, Helping Hand, Trick Room, and Psychic Noise. Now, while I know he gets completely walled out by dark types, he's mainly supposed to be a support mon, so if he was 1v1 against a dark type, you were losing anyways, let's be honest. Psychic Noise is an incredible support attack. Being able to one-shot Sneasler and being able to stop Sinistcha from healing, it's really nice. The fourth Pokemon is Whimsicott. It's an incredible support Pokemon, similar to Farigiraf, but in different ways. With max HP, max special attack, the quiet nature, the focus sash, and the ability Prankster, this allows for a large combination of utility. Whimsicott's moveset goes as follows. It's Encore, Tailwind, Sunny Day, and Moonblast. Since he's minimum speed nature, you can do a couple of things. If you're going up against another Whimsicott, you can click Encore immediately on turn 1, expecting the other Whimsicott to use a move like Tailwind. And if you opened with Farigiraf at the exact same time, you can run Trick Room to completely win tempo on everything. I have Sunny Day on there mainly because I like to shut down Rain and Sandstorm teams. Rain gives Pokemon like Mega Swampert the ability to go really fast and to hit really hard, so it's really nice to shut that down. Same with Arcaludon with Electroshock. And by stopping Sandstorm, you can actually stop the special defense buff that comes to rock types in the sand. The fifth Pokemon I chose is Rotom Heat. His moveset is Will-O-Wisp, Electric Terrain, Discharge, and Overheat. Will-O-Wisp allows Rotom to shut down a lot of physical attackers in the game right now, and having the backup Electric Terrain setter is really nice, especially if you can't bring Raichu X for whatever reason and you want to bring Pikachu at the same time. Discharge is of course for the same reason as for Raichu X, to allow Pikachu to get set up real nice, and Overheat is just for fire type coverage because we're missing that right now. If you think you're gonna struggle with Garchomp, you could always run Rotom Frost with Blizzard just in case, but I liked Rotom Heat most for my team. Speaking of Garchomp, he's actually the 6th Pokemon on the team, being arguably one of the best doubles Pokemon in the entirety of Pokemon Champions right now. Since he's immune to electric type attacks, he's actually got pretty good synergy with the rest of the Discharge Pokemon right now. My Garchomp is running max HP, max attack, and Life Orb. And for his moveset, you're gonna call me crazy for this, but I can explain. Just hold on a second. I have Protect, Dragon Rush, Stomping Tantrum, and Rock Slide. Now I know what you're thinking. Dragon Rush is a terrible idea because it's only a base 75 accuracy, which I totally understand. But for my team specifically, I chose Dragon Rush because I hate Minimize, and Dragon Rush is one of the few moves that's been coded to specifically counter Minimize. It will always land and it will double in power every time if the opponent used Minimize, which is the entire reason I have it. But hey, if you want to run Dragon Claw instead, I do not blame you. I totally understand. I'm gonna be leaving the rental code to this team down below because if you want to use it, it's really fun, but it is a bit tricky to use. I've beat pretty much every archetype of team so far in the current meta with Pikachu, believe it or not. Whether it was Mega Charizard Y and Venusaur, or Mega Swampert and Pelipper, or Mega Gengar Perish Trap, I've beat all of them. It's definitely not easy, but it's really rewarding whenever you can pull it off. So I hope you enjoy. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Thank you for watching.